now we have our chief meteorologist, Todd Howell, with me. Todd,
yes.
I can't just let it go by with,
She still has it.
I just thought it'd be a good little addition to our show, Phil and Todd meeting face to face.
Let me shake his hand.
This is big. That's a big moment.
It's a big moment.
You're very diplomatic.
You know, it's breaking the ice.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, Eric. It just starts that process.
So 6 more weeks of winter, I know Phil said, but
Yeah.
you said, well, that would be it anyway.
That would be it anyway. And I got a picture to kind of show that interaction.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I just had this can before the snow this past weekend. Russell Bivens, this is a Photoshop, obviously. That's not me. That's somebody up in Punxsutawney that jerked him out of his hole before sunrise. That's the main issue. Isn't that right, Eric? When the camera lights are out.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's going to see shadow before the sun. Now, by the way, we did not, here in East Tennessee, we had clouds this morning.
We
so
did.
whatever Punxsutawney, but you know what? That is a cute ground. That is a wonderful, cute
Thank you to the library for lending him to us.
Nice whiskers, too. It's pretty cool. Katie, look at this view right now of winter wonderland, so to speak. And that's Robin's favorite of the Gatlinburg camera. Look at that. Wow. I mean, yeah, beautiful, but freezing cold. That's what we're seeing right now in Gatlinburg, and we get past the groundhog. It's all shadowed, la-da-da-da-da. So here's a look at the snow reports for this past weekend. Let's revisit, because this system, it definitely even overperformed in some areas in terms of the dry snow. And so Greenville, you came in with 9 inches officially. Even Halls on the other side of Black Oak Ridge, and between there and Copper Ridge, 8.2 inches in Halls. Jefferson City and much of Jeff County, you saw a lot of snow, as did Morristown and Hamblin County. 7.7 inches in Jefferson City officially. Morristown, 7.3. Blaine and Granger County, 6.5. Just going through some other select totals. South Knoxville, 6.2 inches. You got a lot of snow in South Knoxville. And Maryville, Blount County, 6 inches. Tellico Plains at 5.5 inches. Maynardville, 5.5. And Madisonville at 4.5 inches. One more panel, just kind of going through. Etowah, 2.5 inches. Jacksboro, 2.3. Oneida, 2.0. And at the airport, now this was as of the earlier time frame, 1.7. Officially got, let's see, I believe it was 2.9 inches and 3.1 total for the snow we've seen at the airport. Not as much as the airport, the surrounding areas, but, let's see. Actually, I believe, I think that's an old snowfall report, because Kodak, you saw quite a bit more than that. But the earlier 2 frames were good. All right, let's move forward. Let's talk about what we're seeing as far as our jet stream going forward. All right, we've got a little bit of a warm up tomorrow. Another dip in the jet stream will bring us a little bit more chilly air by midweek. We're expecting rain tomorrow, maybe a light wintry mix as we get into our Wednesday. Other than that, not really expecting a big impact with that. But here's the good news as far as, a lot of folks say, okay, I'm ready for spring. We had our one good snow, and a lot of folks say, okay, ready for spring. Well, it's February. The good news next week, more of a zonal flow moves in, and so a lot of that very cold Arctic air retreats into next week, and so next week looks to be noticeably warmer compared to the last couple weeks. Boy, the second half of January, welcome to February, by the way, second half of January, very cold. So we all actually caught up with temperatures much below average the second half of the month versus the first half of the month. Now, looking ahead, as we move from February 8th through the 12th, we're still looking at slightly below average temperatures, but we'll get there eventually later next week. Again, those temperatures, after being well below average, still for part of this week, and then we're looking at above average temperatures later on. So here's the 3-day forecast. Again, good news, no weather impact alerts in place. We are going to see rain tomorrow and tomorrow night with temperatures getting above 40s. Watch out for the refreezing of moisture on the roads, and still a lot of snow and icy roads anyway, so drive carefully. Watch the parking lots and sidewalks again for some of that refreezing. And then we got a little bit of a rain change and snow shower mix Wednesday, and then chilly weather does return, a little colder in the upper 30s Thursday. We'll take a look at that weekend forecast, see if this weekend looks any different, coming up in a moment. Katie, Groundhog, let's go back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you.